Chris Hawkins, and I'm going to teach you how to make the best leg of lamb you'll ever have. You follow me over here, trusty assistant. Garlic, very important. Leg of lamb, most important. Bone in, always bone in. I have one of these. If you don't have one of these, you should get one of these. And no, Mike and Turnicola, it's not for what you think. It's for this. Piece of garlic, put it in, go like that a couple times. Garlic comes out, no skin. Beautiful. After we have the garlic peeled, we're going to make it into slices. Fairly thin. Number one, it'll release the flavor a little bit better than if it's whole. And number two, you can get it in more spots without trying to force big chunks into a small area. Okay, garlic is just about done. What we're going to do now is we're going to take our leg of lamb, which has been sitting out for about an hour to come to room temperature. We're going to open up our paper. We're going to take our knife, and although we know a lot of you want to do this to the person that's standing next to you, don't. Use the lamb. And we're going to stab some holes in fairly deep, not all the way through the lamb, but enough holes to where you can actually place some garlic into the meat. That's all a bone there, so you can't do much there. Come alongside it over here into this part. Now you should be able to see there's a bunch of holes in the garlic, or for the garlic. Trusty cameraman, if you want to zoom in here a little bit. We're going to stuff this garlic into the lamb. List of what you need is a leg of lamb, the garlic, which we went over, and as you can see, I've got garlic in here. I chopped up the rest and put it in. Also, you need thyme, rosemary, dried mint, basil, fresh or dried, dried works well, extra virgin olive oil, some salt, pepper, and most important is a good Spanish brandy. The reason for the good Spanish brandy is, I'll show you. The brandy, what that does is it makes your host a little more relaxed. Okay, now we're going to take the ingredients. We're going to give them a fine chop.
What is it?
This is thyme. There's a little bit of garlic left over. We can chop that up as well. It won't hurt anything since there's already garlic on the meat. And also, we're going to take rosemary. And rosemary works great with a lot of dishes, especially lamb. It works very well with mushrooms. The thing is this, I haven't had any formal training in cooking, so what I like to do is think about what I'm going to eat as opposed to what I'm cooking. You'll find that if you try that, it'll work wonders. Alright, some more rosemary. And also, you can't see it, it's not on camera, it hasn't been mentioned, but pulpy orange juice. That's right, pulpy orange juice. You want to use the pulp from the orange juice. Don't mix it all together. Just try to use the pulp to spread that on top of the meat for two reasons. One is for flavor. The other is so that the acid can penetrate the meat and do wonderful things. We're going to put some oil on top of our lamb and just rub it. Okay? So yes, you've all seen me rubbing my meat. Okay, that's it for the adult part of the show. Now we have that. A quick wash over here. Okay, now we have the oil on here. We'll take a little bit of salt. And this is all fat side up. Alright, you're going to put your salt, your oil, your spices, your orange juice, everything on the fat side. We have our rosemary and our thyme. And this is going to sprinkle on the top. And it's going to add a lot of flavor and put a very nice crust on this. I know a lot of you are wondering, Chris, how can you be so freaking amazing? Well, I always have been. Ah, hey, that killed me. Okay, once we get this on here, what we're going to do is this. We're going to take all of our herbs, get them on here, a little bit of pepper, and then just to make sure it stays, when we get all ready, we're going to just give it a little pat. This is our mint. Mint and lamb are magical. Always put mint on lamb. Mint jelly, lamb sandwich with a piece of mint gum. I don't know. Mint is just really nice. You can never have too much as far as I'm concerned. And basil is strictly for the garlic. Basil and garlic love each other. And we're going to put the basil and the garlic on top of the lamb. Now a lot of these spices are going to eventually wash away as the fat comes out of the meat and it starts to run. But in the meantime, a lot of it's going to stay. We pat this in. Like so. And if you want to get a little thick someplace, move it around where it's a little thin. But either way, it'll spread. Now the tricky part is you buy very, very pulpy orange juice. Do not lay it down in the refrigerator. Do not shake it up. Leave it upright in the refrigerator until you're ready to use it. That way the pulp will all stay up here at the top. And tip it very, very slowly. And that pulp, all that pulp is going to end up where you want it, on your lamb. Take it down the center very carefully. Squeeze the bottle a little bit. Get this pulp. Okay. And once we get that pulp, we're going to move it around slowly, gently. We're going to rub it into the meat like this, not knocking our spices off, but making sure that that forms a nice little crust on top. Gives it a chance to start cooking down into the meat. Now, in the meantime, you're going to have your oven set at 325. This is going in the oven uncovered, bone in, always bone in, uncovered for 20 minutes per pound. And that's for a very nice medium rare. If you want it done more, cook it longer. It's a polite way of saying if you have no taste, burn your meat. That's just the way we are. Okay, now, quick wash, and this is going in the oven. Okay, now, the Easter ham. 7-Up. Beautiful. On top, you get yourself, oh, I don't know, 1/4 inch, 3/8 of an inch in the bottom of the pan. Pineapple juice. How easy is that? Here comes the tough part. Trusty assistant, what did you do with my foil?
Right here.
There it is. Trusty assistant behind the camera. Cover the ham. Do not cover the lamb. The ham is a shank portion. Or no, this one's a butt. So that's going to be about 20 minutes a pound. Basically, you're heating it up and drawing the flavor from the pineapple juice and the 7-Up, or ginger ale if you prefer, into the ham. It's already cooked. It's not an issue of having raw, rare meat, anything. This will go in the oven, and if you get them close to the same weight, they'll be done at close to the same time. All right, enjoy your Easter. Thank you.
There was a movie, but
That collar is pretty tiny, doesn't it?
All right, right here.
Joey.
butthole.